What's going on, guys? XQ420 here, back at it, ripping another single, giving them bows, throwing the bows on them, showing them what's good. Hope y'all doing good today. In today's video, we're talking about Biden. It's like his cancer nonprofit paid millions of dollars, but they want millions of dollars towards the cause. Let's jump into it. Alright, article from The Blaze. Biden cancer nonprofit paid millions to top executives before shuttering. It says the Biden Cancer Initiative spent nearly 2/3 on staff compensation. 2/3, guys. So what? So it just spent a third of his money on the cancer study. That's it. Okay. All right. So let's jump into the article. It said the Biden Cancer Initiative, the nonprofit that former Vice President Joe Biden established 2 years ago after leaving the White House, spent nearly 2/3 of his budget on staff compensation. So we see that there, 2/3. So a third of it went towards cancer studies, but you think a whole lot more go towards that. So that's why I always say, man, watch where you're giving your money to. Stop trusting politicians. I don't care what side you're on. Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, Al Gore. You know what I'm saying? Any of them. They all stealing from you. They make these initiatives. They make these non-profit organizations. And you look up, they be disbanded and folks done ran off with money. That's exactly what happens. So they said the Biden Cancer Initiative, a nonprofit to support cancer prevention and research, doled out high salaries to executives, according to a report from the Washington Free Beacon. The organization's president, Greg Simon, was paid $224,539 in 2017, and then he doubled, just about doubled his money to $429,850 in 2018. So my man gotta sit now. If we could go around and get that kind of pay raise wherever you at, boy, you'd be doing good. But only when you're stealing. Look, but when you're stealing money, it's easy to make. Let me tell you that much right now. When you're stealing money, it's easy to make. Very little work, a lot of theft. As you can see, it's flat out thieving money. It said Biden Cancer Initiative salaries made up nearly 65% of its total expenditures. So the total expenditures of something that's supposed to be a cancer initiative, fighting cancer prevention, research into it. We should have been researching cancer all this time. Ain't nobody came up with nothing no good. Ain't nobody got nothing. They be like, well, we're going to boil down. How about some chemo? That's what it ends up boiling down to. I think we might be able to cut it out, but it might come out. How about some chemo? We come right back to the chemo. And the chemo's tough, man. I've seen some people on the chemo, and I'm like, man, I don't know if it's better off just leaving this world. Because, man, they weak, they can barely get around, and it's a sad sight. So it said the organization raised and spent $4.8 million over the 2 years it was in operation. And more than $3 million of that amount went to salaries, compensation, and benefits, according to the 2017 and 2018 tax forms. So hold on a second. So out of $4.8 million, $1.8 million actually went towards the cause. Well, maybe. Hold on a second. It says the Biden Cancer Initiative spent $1.7 million on other expenses, including $740,000 for conferences, conventions, and meetings. Well, dang, what? So hold on a second. Let me get this right. $3 million went to salaries, compensation, and benefits. And $1.7 million went to other expenses. They ain't spend no money on no research when I'm looking. How much did they get done? Man, who was funding? Who was sending money? Man, I hope that none of y'all send no money. My goodness, they robbed you. Flat out robbery, thievery. I go knock on the door, ask for some money back. It said a Charity Navigator website that rates charities for effectiveness said charities spending less than a third of their budget on program expenses are simply not living up to their mission. Man, less than a third, man. From what I'm seeing, they spent $100,000. I mean, 3 million, 1.7, that'd be 4.7, so 4.8. I mean, I'm $100,000. Look like that's all they did. They said the Biden Cancer Initiative did not cut a single grant check to other organizations. However, the nonprofit was not established as a grant providing entity. Yeah, it was provided as a crime syndicate from what it looks like. I mean, straight up criminal activity. They said many executives who were paid six figures at the Biden Cancer Initiative previously worked for the Obama administration cancer moonshot program. Folks, Stevens stealing money. That was created to accelerate cancer research and aims to make more therapies available to more patients while also improving our ability to prevent cancer and detect it at an early stage. Now, preventing it, man, there ain't no way that's gonna happen. I'm sorry, man. Cancer is one of the oldest things to kill people off. Man, it might have been one of the first things. Look, man, you got to leave for something. I mean, if something, man, then you don't want to see little kids get it. You know, that's kind of rough. They ain't even got to live their life yet. But I mean, something's gonna get you. You get older. I mean, I'm sorry, something's gonna get you. They said the report questions if the presumptive Democratic president nominee's organization allowed associates to profit off their access to him. I mean, ain't nothing to question. It looks like they did. I mean, they spent $100,000 towards the research. What I'm seeing, 3 million and 1.7 million. They out there gallivanting. You know, conferences, dinners. You know, they probably go and have like a $500-600 dinner, a bottle of champagne, Dom Perignon. You know, filet mignon. You know, 4-course meal, a little bit of dessert. So I mean, that's what it's looking. So an organization's mission was to develop and drive implementation of solutions to accelerate progress in cancer prevention, detection, diagnosis, research, and care, and to reduce disparities in cancer outcomes. That's what their mission was, okay? But I don't think they ain't ever accomplished it. So they say Biden and his wife Jill left the organization's board in April 2019 to avoid a conflict of interest as he prepared to launch his presidential campaign. Said the Biden's Cancer Initiative suddenly shuttered on July 11th of 2019. Yeah, he had to get out. He's like, man, I got to run for president, so I can't be seen in this type of environment where we just flat out stealing money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got to bounce. And it's just amazing how about 4 months later, 3 months later, they had to shut the doors. It's like, Bo, we left. Hey, man, y'all got to go. We got to find another scheme. Don't worry, we'll get you paid. We'll find another scheme. Let me get in office. We'll find another way to get y'all paid. Man's check jumped $200,000 in a year. Bo, ain't nobody seen that kind of pay hike ever. I mean, dang. Unless you're a professional athlete. But still, then you got to put in some work beforehand. You got to prove your worth. No, bud, not when you're thieving. When you're stealing money, but fast money is the best money. That's what they say. They say, today we are suspending activities given our unique circumstances. We will remain personally committed to the cause, but at this time we will have to pause our efforts. Greg Simon, King Thief. He's the president of the Biden Cancer Initiative, said. So we thank the community for the incredible response to our mission to improve the cancer journey for patients and to improve outcomes for all patients for generations to come. Boom. He said, man, we appreciate y'all for sending that money to us so I could go on vacation this year and have a nice yacht. I mean, that's what he's trying to tell you. He said, man, thank you for the money. Man made $600,000 in a few years, and I ain't seen nothing as far as his research. Where your research at, bud? You the president. How much y'all get done? Nothing but lining your pockets. It said Fortune reported in July 2019 that the nonprofit had trouble maintaining momentum without the involvement of the Bidens. And the roles played by Biden allies and healthcare-related firms in aiding the foundation's activities have raised questions about their potential interest if Biden won the presidency. So when Biden wasn't involved, they couldn't make no money. That's what they're telling you. Biden wasn't involved, couldn't make no money. So they had to shut it down. When he was involved, he got some folks to come by there and give us some dust. Just say, hey, look, man, they just gave us $1 million. You take 50,000 of it, okay? I mean, I need a little bit for myself. So I mean, that's what they're telling you there. That's what they're telling you right there. They said, man, not only had they not gotten anything done, but they had to shut it down because Biden like, man, I can't be involved in the nonsense, but man, Trump gonna pull that up on me. He gonna pull that right up. Say, hey, man, how's your cancer initiative going? Oh, buzz, it's going real well. I mean, I got my boys out there to getting their pockets lined. This said an Associated Press report from June of last year warned about the possible influence issues with Biden's close ties to healthcare companies. The nonprofit's reliance on healthcare industry partners poses concerns. So he was concerned because I mean he had some deep ties. So they said, man, we got to make this, we got to make this look not as bad. It says several of the healthcare companies Biden touted while the initiative was operating had financial and regulatory interests with the federal government. Arthur Kaplan, professor of bioethics at New York University, asked if Biden was elected as president, would his administration give favorable treatment for anyone who supported his foundation in the past? So they asked him that, but I don't think he answered. Of course, they say Biden's son, Beau, died of brain cancer in 2015, age 46. So, in close on this, I mean, I don't care what your political party is, but you just got to be careful what you're putting in there, man. Be careful where you're putting your money, okay? If you're giving your money to these people, they're going to misuse it, and they're going to give it to the people that they feel should have it. I mean, that's just all there is to it, man. They're straight thieves, crime. Look, bud, everybody, people are too concerned about COVID-19, too concerned about the Black Lives Matter. You need to be concerned about these folks that are flat out stealing your money. And they black, white, British, Saudi, Asian. There's all kind of folks that straight up thieving your money, bud. Your hard-earned time. Your money is your time. That's what it is. That's what you put into it. Blood, sweat, and tears. So, I mean, in closing, man, watch the organizations you're giving money to. Man, I'm not a big guy on giving money to organizations, but I don't know where the money's going. I just know a lot of this stuff right here happens. Man, you donate, and then you look up, and they ain't done nothing, and somebody's a multimillionaire. You're like, what the hell just happened? So hold on, let me get my $200 back. No, but that stuff gone. So, I mean, just be careful what you're doing. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Rate, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell for more content. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.